Hello everyone, I am Sneha and welcome to my YouTube channel Sneha the Scribbles. Today I am here with another video, and this video is about traditional versus modern approaches of teaching. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Means the teacher is next to God and he is the combination of Trimurti, the Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. All of us have heard about it or read about it in our teaching journey or in our student life. But how many of you could relate to it? If your answer is yes, then my friend, you are completely wrong and your teaching methods need to be updated. In modern teaching method, we follow NEP 2020, which is completely based on activity-based learning and the holistic development of the student, where a teacher is not compared to God, but rather he is a gardener whose main focus is to nurture their wards and nurture their students, and a good gardener never ignores the struggling plants. A teacher is someone who takes the hand of their students and open their hearts and open their minds and make sure that they follow the right path. And all the while they are standing before them, they are cheering for them, they are motivating them, they are guiding through them through all the aspects of life. Because there is a famous Chinese proverb, give me a fish and I eat for a day, teach me how to fish and I eat for a lifetime. So in the same way, in modern teachings, in NEP 2020, we follow the rule that a student must be have overall development, and it is only achievable when a teacher is not like a god there, but like a mentor, like a friend, like a guide, like a philosopher. So, what is the aims and objective of teaching? The aims is to bring the desired change in the people through, say, behavior and conduct, acquisition of knowledge, and most of all, we focus on the overall development. Because in my personal experience also, when we face the students in the school, it is our duty, it is our moral responsibility that we make sure that they are not only focused on the studies, but rather we work on whatever field they are good at and make sure that they achieve their success, they achieve their what they are destined to be, for what they are working with it in it. And it is our duty to provide an efficient and social efficient member to the society. When we give our student back to the society, they are so efficient and they are so responsible that a society will be benefited from them. So, what are the good teaching practices which we need to follow, which we must follow in our classroom to make sure that it is a happy classroom, it is a healthy classroom? We must increase the healthy communication between the teacher and the parents, and we have to make sure that it is always two-way communication and not the only teacher-centered teaching like old methods, like traditional methods. So, in modern teaching approaches, we make sure that there is a healthy communication between the student and the teacher, and there is a two-way traffic like exchanging of ideas. And if a teacher is wrong somewhere and a student point out, the teacher should not overreact and must focus on finding that whether the teachers are wrong, because teachers are not gods, teachers are not the most perfect person. They have to practice, and no one is perfect, so they have to practice and practice until they are perfect. And the second thing which we need to inculcate in our classroom is the interaction between the learners. We should use discussion methods, we should use group activities to make sure that there is a healthy conversation between the students, and there is a healthy discussion, there is a healthy environment inside our classroom. And we should also motivate them for learning, we should also motivate them to become a good person in their moral conduct should be good. Because in nowadays we are living in a society, we are living in a world where the internet is accessible to everyone, and a teacher must be ahead of 20 years in their thinking, because nowadays students have access to all kinds of websites, all kinds of teaching methods, and they are connected with all the students over the globe. And so it is a duty, it is a responsibility for a teacher that they must be ahead of their time, they must think beyond the boundaries, and they must think beyond the boxes, and make sure that they are capable, they are instrumental in making sure that the student get what they are coming to schools and for and all that things. So it is also important to have a good and healthy relationship with the parents, because parents play a major role in the upbringing and in the social thinking and developing a student. So, if there is a healthy relationship between a teacher and a parent, then it will be most beneficial for the student, because both are the parents and the teacher both are equally responsible for a student. And if they are having a healthy relationship, and if they are having a good communication between them, then it is more beneficial to the students. What is the modes of effective teaching? The modes of effective teaching can be varied from teacher to teacher, but in my opinion, there should be questioning, there should be discussion, there should be investigation, so that the teacher should evaluate what they have taught and what the students have learned. By questioning them and by cross questioning what are the about the curriculum, we must have found out that what we have taught and what the student have got from our teaching. And in discussion, as I have mentioned earlier, a healthy discussion is very important for a effective classroom, for a healthy classroom, because by discussing we can understand their point of view, and then we can share our point of view, and then there will be, if there are any classes there, or if there are any drawbacks there, we can solve it by discussing. Suppose there are two types of teacher, teacher A and teacher B. Teacher A is there with their traditional methods, they are there in class, they have prepared their lectures well, they have all the bullet points noted in his diary, on her diary, and they are just there, they are just lecturing around, they are just giving the students all the content they are having, and the students are there passive learners, passive listeners, they are just sitting there, and there is no cross questioning, there is no discussion going on. Then what is the result of it? They are never going to understand, the teacher will never going to understand that what they have taught and what their words have get. And in second scenario, teacher B has based an active lesson plan with activity based learning, there is discussion, there is investigation, there is questioning, and whatever they have taught, they have lecture for 20 minutes, and that 20 minutes is divided in different activities and discussion. And they are fully aware that what they have taught and what the children has got from their lecture. What do you think, which is the more effective way of teaching? You have to evaluate, you have to think about it, and then you have to answer that which method is more effective. In my opinion, the basic skills for a teacher is unlearning and relearning. Unlearning means whatever they have learned in their classroom, whatever they have learned in their times, they have to unlearn it fast. Because whatever we have been taught and whatever we are teaching are completely different scenario are there. The students are different, their understanding level is different. And so if we are going to teach with our understanding and whatever our past learning is, then it will be not beneficial for the student. So we have to first unlearn, we have to unlearn it, and then we have to relearn according to new practices, according to our children's need, because every classroom is different, there are different type of students, there are different type of people there, and we have to cater to their needs so that they can be benefit from it, it could be beneficial for them. A teacher must be multitasker, all that, because they have to keep an eye on the student, what they are doing in the class, they have to fulfill complete the syllabus, they have to make sure that whatever they are teaching, it is reaching the students in positive way. So it is completely and a moral responsibility and a social responsibility of a teacher to be a multitasker, so that whatever they are teaching, the student will get from it. So nowadays we have focused on activity based learning rather than curriculum. Co-curricular versus extracurricular. Nowadays we are focusing on that only. Co-curricular activities practiced inside the classroom, learner if it is help the learner to mentally, physically, environmentally and emotionally involved. And it if a person is just listening to the lectures, they can be bored, their mind will be wandered, like the little children, their mind are so fanciful that they will maybe they are daydreaming when you are lecturing. But if they are involved in activities that is near to impossible for them to their mind to divert. And in that way, the activity based learning helps the participant to learn how to listen, observe, speak, read, point, walk, act, answer, draw, paint, trace, mime, sing, play, music, write, play roles. There are number of things they can learn from activity based learning. And in that way, from the early stages of learning to last stage of learning, in even in class 12 and 10, we focus on practicals, we focus on the practicals and theory are equally important there. So that's why the students are focused nowadays. The teaching is based on activity based learning, so that the overall growth of the student will be there, and we can nurture the student in real life scenario, in practical scenario, so that when they are going back to the work, when they are going for higher studies, it is beneficial for them rather than the theory part only. So it is most important to make sure that there are different clubs in a school, like science club, readers club, poetry club, environment club, drama club, so that the overall growth of the student is possible by this, because every student have some character or some characteristic or not. Like someone is good in a study, someone is good in sports, and someone is good in drama, someone is good in music. So if there are different clubs, they can be member of that. The like-minded people will be there, and with that, the teacher will be also understand that which student is needed to be focused on which field, because extracurricular and their hobbies should be discussed upon, and there should be understanding that any field, because nowadays no matter whichever field you choose, whatever your passion is, if you follow your passion, you will land somewhere in the life. Because gone are the days when there are 2 or 3 career options. Like there nowadays there are number of career options. The student can make their career in any field if they are good at it, and if the teacher will understand them in the primary level or secondary level, then it will be really beneficial for the student as well as the teacher, so that the teacher will focus on the areas they need to be improved, and the teacher will encourage them in the areas which they are good at it. And in this way, there will be balance in their co-curricular activities and their curriculum, and the teaching will be smooth and the learning process will be smooth. So in my opinion, the modern teaching approaches are far better than the traditional approach. What's your views? Please comment, like and share my video and let me know. Thank you. Have a nice day.